John Madden, Majo John Madden, back in El Diamante, Mexico. Population 400. After 2 days in the big city of Martinez, which probably is 30,000. And I put up a couple videos already about it. What this town has is trucks. A big carretera, major carretera through the whole eastern coast of Mexico. Big trucks come through all day and all night. So I went on that carretera on the autobus because my car is being fixed. Double truck, you don't see those in the United States. I think they're illegal in the United States. A lot of weight to pull. A lot of responsibility for one driver. And there's no stoplight here, there's just speed bumps. So they slow down, and then they really rev their engines to speed up. So I went on that carretera on the autobus because my car's being worked on to the big city of Martinez, and I'm a big city guy, and I had a blast. I had a blast. The word down here is it's very dangerous there. No, after Chicago, it's not. Not at all. I just had a really good time. No alcohol, no women, unfortunately, but I fell in love a whole lot of times in that town. The most beautiful thing was that the waitresses did not pass along the word from yesterday morning that I had headed to Martinez. And since my car has been 200 yards down the road down there and I've got no wheels, I've been spending an awful lot of time at this restaurant using the Wi-Fi from the hotel, which allows me to post my videos. So they see me a lot every day. I have my little table here. I'm the only one who uses it because I can plug in my devices right here. And when the restaurant is closed, I can stand at this open window and smoke. So they didn't know where I was. And Miguel is one of the sons, and his wife Elia and I have a really nice connection. And I don't have a working telephone, but she knows that I use WhatsApp, and WhatsApp you can make free calls even if you don't have telephone service. So after I didn't respond to a couple of text messages last night, she called me and woke me up, I think. I had gone to bed quite early. And I was so touched. What I said to her then and said to them around the table tonight after I got back was, in 3 years of nonstop travel, most of the time nobody knows where I am. For a while a friend was tracking my location on my iPhone, but mostly nobody knows where I am from one time to the next. So it touched me an awful lot to have somebody thinking about me, somebody who was worried about me. That hasn't been the case. And then, so we talked a lot through the Google Translator app because none of them speak English really. But we communicated a lot that way around the table tonight, a lot. And I said a lot to them about being a big city guy from Chicago. And the big city of Martinez really worked for me. It spoke to a part of me. I love being here. It's so peaceful. So peaceful, and it's been a really good spiritual time for me. But I had a lot of fun in Martinez. Then when all that was done, and the only two people here were me and the Viejo, Miguel Sr., the husband of Aurelie, who runs the restaurant, and he and his son run the hotel. And he and I connect really well. I mean, we're exactly the same age, 76. And I said to him through the Google Translator app, I've been keeping a secret that I've told none of you, which is that 2 days before my car got towed in here, they can see the way I do with dogs. Dogs are attracted to me, and I do give love and treats to the street dogs who are ignored by people mostly and don't expect to be petted by anybody. I think some of these street dogs go years that nobody gives them a pat on the head, and I lavish love on them. So I got a big welcome tonight from my two favorite dogs. So I said to Miguel through the Google Translator app that the secret I've been keeping from them is that 2 days before my car got towed in here, my favorite dog ever, most obedient, most loving, most intelligent, most athletic, most spectacular dog across the board, went away. And I told him that the story I tell is that he went for a run because he was very independent, a hunting dog, and didn't come back. And that the true story is much more difficult than that, and I haven't told anybody, and I'm still not ready to. But I did retrace the steps of that horrendous day when he disappeared on the bus. I got videos of the locations, some of them. And it didn't really sink in. I just was excited to be getting the videos. But I started the trip just standing at the bus stop yesterday morning, waiting for the bus, knowing I was going back in that direction. I cried for about an hour at the bus stop. I thought I would cry for 2 straight days, but that was it. But there's a lot more tears in me about it. So he understood. He's not a dog person himself, but I think he understood what I was saying. And I did say also, women come harder for me than dogs. Dogs are easy for me. I always have a dog with me. In 8 years, this is the first time I haven't been responsible for a dog. Dog's chasing that car. In 8 years, first time I haven't had a dog. And what I've realized in the 3 weeks of not having a dog is that my dog is my primary relationship, and people know it. I say we all the time. In 3 years of travel, people hear me say we, and they assume I have a partner, and pretty much I have had one. My dog has been my partner. They fill the space and make it kind of impossible for a woman to get into that space. So, being single, not being a parent, not being an active parent right now, I am available in a way I haven't been for a long time. Yeah, dogs and cats and burros are trying to fill that space, but the 2 puppies who live next door to the mechanical shop where I sleep in my camper van have been sleeping in my camper van with me. But it would be easy to shoo them out. It would not have been easy to get Magic out of the way. So the way I have figured it is that life arranged a very drastic solution to get Magic out of my life. He's not dead, as far as I know, but I don't know where he is. And I've cried buckets. But I know it's right. I know there's no way I could have voluntarily let go of him. So life arranged to make it happen. There's a big truck. He apparently doesn't know where the speed bump is, or he's trying to decide whether to check into the hotel. So, it's a time of tremendous possibility for me. This could be a time of tremendous possibility, and I'm trying to let myself be open. I was wounded pretty drastically by my last relationship 25 years ago, the love of my life. I committed in a way I never had before, and it finally did not work out. But I should be ready by now, shouldn't I? Don't you think? With all the other wonderful changes I've gone through. I've helped a lot of women in these 3 years. Taken homeless waifs into the van to sleep it off, but no sex or romance. Couldn't. They were too vulnerable. It would have been wrong. In some ways I do have high standards. I brag about not having high standards, but in some ways I do. Okay, so that's my story for now. From El Diamante, the diamond in Mexico. Bye.